Time to call to order the special meeting at the Guthrie Public Schools Board of Education, Thursday, March 30th. Roll call, please.
Salee.
Here.
Pearson.
Here.
Pennington.
Here.
Davis. Here. Watts.
Here.
Smedley.
Here.
Bennett Johnson. Mr. Vice President, we have a quorum.
Thank you. Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please take a moment to observe our time for a moment of silence. Thank you. Agenda item number 6, discussion, consideration, and possible action to award the contract for construction of Charter Oak Elementary.
Sean, you want to talk a little bit about the bids and also maybe explain the alternates that we have on the tabulation sheet and also the unit price for water vapor.
Okay. Well, I think the difference on the bid, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So initially there were 16 plan holders plus the 17th person showed up on bid day we weren't aware of. We received 12 bids. That's an incredible amount. I don't know, we know, but to get 7 or 8 is really good coverage on a project. To get 12, I think, says two things: a lot about Guthrie Public Schools and the interest there are from not only probably half of these firms, a little over half are kind of local, the other half are kind of Tulsa, eastern side of the state, and wanted to bid your project. I think it says a lot about you guys if they were interested. And I think the other thing, it shows that the market is pretty tight right now. There's a lot of not enough work out there. So you end up getting this many bidders, which is really good for you because it lowers your price. You know, it's competitive. They all know who's bidding, so it's very competitive. So the lowest bidder was W.L. McNatt at $9,123,000. What we've done in this spreadsheet is added alternates 1, 3, and 4 for a total of $9,284,500. And I'll explain kind of why we did that, but it's certainly up to your prerogative tonight to decide any or all or none alternates. Those are really items that we put in here as a relief valve during the bidding process in case bids were tight, that we have a place to cut, or in this instance, if bids are good, you can accept these and add to the project, and it's already a bid price, so we don't have to go back out to bid. So alternate 1 was additional parking in the front, which I think is great. That's a tight site. There's really no parking on the streets you can do out there, so it was a big parking grass if there was a big event out there at night. So I think that's certainly worthwhile. Alternate 2, we have, it's a negative on here. So what we did as a deduct alternate in the base bid of the project on the classroom portion. The classroom wing is another building structure. It has EPIS on it, which is synthetic stucco, if everybody knows what EPIS is. It's a little nicer look. It's a kind of seamless textured product. We did a deduct to do metal R panel on there instead. A little cheaper product, but just in case, again, in case we needed some a relief, I think EPIS looks nicer long term. Alternate 3 was sound panels in the gym and some other places in the building that we think are important for the project. I think the gym teacher and everyone else who has assembly in that gym would appreciate it. Those are items that we put in projects. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we add them later after the school is in. People kind of see it. They think it's too loud in the gym, but I think that's a worthwhile expense. And then alternate 4 were basketball courts for the playground. Concrete pads basically with basketball goals. The last line item here is the unit price, number 1. And what we do, so a unit price up front doesn't add to your cost of what you're approving tonight. A unit price will only be kicked into effect if that condition arises on the job. So all we do is try to lock them into a price on bid day, and that's what price they bid. So the water vapor it's really a sealer, that's a short term. It's a sealer that we put on concrete in the instance that when they go to put down either the carpet or the VCT, be the two products that you have issues with. If there's too much water coming up through the slab, they do a test, they do a relative humidity test, probe. If it's too high, the manufacturers won't install their flooring without voiding the warranty. So, and there's two different percentages you have to hit. So, if for whatever reason the concrete got it down, it was a really wet spring, concrete hasn't dried out, but it's time to put the floor in, and we don't put the floor in now, we can't move in, then you would pay this much per square foot to seal the floor, put the material on top of it. So, and I was explaining earlier, kind of this all came about, a long history you may not want to know, but when, back in the 90s, the EPA took out a lot of the solvents, all the high VOCs in glues and adhesives. So if you go into an old building, you'll see the floor is fine, it never pops up. But what happens, it's all water-based adhesives now, so when the moisture comes up through the slab, it emulsifies the adhesive, and your VCT, the glue will come out between the edges, and you've probably seen that in some schools and some areas, and then the carpet tile will hold the moisture underneath it and mold it. So that's just an in-case number.
So that'll be an additional cost per square footage of that amount?
If that comes up. So say you have 2 classrooms and it's 1,000 square feet, $6,500. And so we hope we never have to use that. There are some tricks we try to use to alleviate that. If we find, like in the gym, for example, before we put in the wood floor down, if it's high moisture, we can cycle on and off the heat and air, but really hot and really cold and really hot and really cold, and it kind of draws the moisture out, and that works actually quite often. That will work to dry the floor out enough.
Would it be,
I would say I probably only use this on have it in a job now. It's a remodel, so it's a unique condition. We do things to the concrete now under the slab that they didn't do 50 years ago, a vapor barrier to mitigate that. So it happens a lot in remodels. I haven't had it on a new job.
that's what I was gonna ask you,
I
and,
probably haven't on one of my jobs in 8 years or 9 years.
yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you, so like in the gym floor, can you not put the vapor barrier down before you pour the slab?
It is, we do.
Yeah.
So in everywhere in the building, there's a vapor barrier down below the slab.
So I mean, it's very unlikely that you would.
It is unlikely, but
Yeah.
but in some instances, the concrete just hasn't cured. There's just a little bit wetter spring, a little bit
Yeah.
higher humidity before the building got enclosed. It can happen, but it's not likely. But we like to put it in there to lock them into a price so that we're not at their mercy when time comes to, hey, we need this.
So why were they so much more expensive than some of the others on that? Yeah,
It's one product.
Yeah.
They didn't even have a choice of which product to bid. And also, if that does come up, there are some other products we could look at that are a little cheaper if we want to investigate it. We can put down, there's a sheet that we can put down under some floor, under some floors that creates sort of floating floor.
Okay,
But
let me,
probably, I'm hoping it won't be there, but it's just in case. It's just a unit cost. It
Yeah.
just locks it into a price.
because you said it's just one product. I mean, I don't understand what you mean by that, because it is one of the higher costs.
They only
It's-
had one choice to bid. It
Oh.
wasn't their option to say, I'm gonna use this product.
Yeah.
I'm suggesting a product. It was a.
Oh,
product.
okay, okay.
But if the need arises to seal it, and we do seal it properly, that the warranty for whatever flooring we put down would still be in effect?
Correct.
Okay.
And if you're close, and I don't know that I recommend this, but if you're, vinyl tile, VCT, but, I think it's like 98% you can go now, relative humidity. It's almost 2% of staying within having water in your floor. You can write a letter and say, I void my warranty. If you think you're within, that's not gonna be an issue. And when they do the tests, we do them every 400 square feet. So you may have, half your building may be fine and half may not be. It's not gonna be necessarily everywhere. It may just be 1 or 2 rooms that happen to have a little more water that day, that didn't go out before they poured the concrete, or rained on longer. But when you do put the product down, correct, you do maintain your warranty.
Explain to me again about the ephes. You said that wears better than the metal panels?
And I think it looks better.
Looks better? Okay,
what about the R value? Probably higher too.
It is much higher.
because it has an R, okay. You said it had an R
So,
factor.
The metal building will have, I say metal building, but it's
Mhm.
It's really more just a metal building structure. I
Right.
don't want to mislead and say, they have a metal building, it's just the steel structure.
The purlins and all, yeah.
What we do a little bit better. We add metal studs in the wall and kind of beef it up to make it a little
Mhm.
stronger. But we do have insulation in those walls, like you would in your house, pad insulation we'll put in those walls. So when you add the EVIS, you have another 1.5 inches of insulation on the outside of the building, so it will increase that and make it more energy efficient. in addition to that. So
What is that R factor, do you know, or it just depends on what we use, or what are we gonna use?
Probably a 4 or 5, maybe.
it's 1.5 inches, you're probably gonna get, you might get like 8.5 R value.
Wow.
Okay, that's
I think
good.
we have 19 in the walls,
Yeah, okay.
so it's not big.
Must be 27, okay. Okay, thank you.
On the parking, approximately how much does that add, do you think?
How many parking
Additional parking?
Yeah, we added more than that. It was like 31 spaces.
I was thinking 25, he's thinking 21. I think
For,
it
for
gets
this,
us-
for alternate one is adding 25 more parking spaces
Yeah.
for that much money?
Usually a parking space, you're gonna look about 1,500 to $2,000 a spot, so that's,
Really?
yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I know how much it costs to pave our driveway, so.
Okay.
It was expensive.
It's always.
And
That's
on
a
the-
quarter mile.
And on the basketball court, that's outside basketball court, that's just one, or is that several, or?
It's, I believe it's 2. Yeah, it's 2 courts with an area next to it that has tetherball and foursquare. It's a pretty big.
And, you know, if we didn't do this, we would still need a paved area for playground use in inclement weather anyway.
That's 22 spaces.
22? And Jeannie didn't get to see the plans, so she doesn't know how
So I'm
how
sorry.
constricted we were in the parking, so it's,
we were.
we definitely needed
Tight
more
spaces.
park, yeah.
Numbers,
We really did.
68, 62 in the back.
It's like 68 in the front.
I don't think you got that many in the front, maybe 59. Okay, we'll see. See who's got a better memory.
Okay, so the alternate one was the parking up front, where we had talked about where the
Well, we
buses
had
are gonna go?
we had parking, but we were adding more to it.
Okay,
Yeah.
And were we doing
had
an
some.
additional entrance on that side for flow?
Yes,
Yeah.
into the
Right, to
circle.
make it a circle,
Yeah.
so it wasn't one way
right,
in and one way
okay.
out.
And that's gonna be covered in this, so,
There's
okay.
62 in the front.
Okay.
So if we have some type of assembly there, we've got plenty of parking for parents and all that.
We got, I don't know that we're gonna have enough for every parent to have a car there, but we're gonna have enough between that and the driveway to
Okay.
really get, the key element here is the way that is spaced out. The driveway area, these guys did a really good job of putting us in a position where the pickup line at the end of the day, I don't think there's any way it's gonna spill out on Charter Oak.
Oh, good.
Because it goes so far in the back and around and does a circle and then becomes 2 lanes in a space, and the buses will all be in the front. And we've got plenty of room for the buses in the front,
Okay.
so.
Good.
Yeah, we always separate the cars from the buses to be put in a loop so
Oh,
that people
good.
have to know people can accidentally get in a hurry and try to cross in front of somebody. So.
Yeah, perfect.
It won't be another guess, so.
There's 78 in that? That's right. I'm halfway through.
60,
to bus their kids.
68, I believe.
So 120-ish, 130-ish, which is a pretty good number
130.
for school. and stuff like that.
I know we would be very happy if we had that many, I guess.
Amen.
Yeah.
So the sound panels sound like a lot of money too. I mean, are we just talking
Those-
about panels on the walls, I guess, and,
Well,
and the ceilings?
And in
or
the ceiling channels, you know, because it's.
so all the channels will have some
Yeah,
sound.
yeah, and those things are, every time I've seen those priced out on a line item, I've always thought, these are more expensive than they ought to be, and they are consistent at being more expensive than I think they ought to be.
So we're doing gymnasium and
The
probably
music room.
music rooms, and
Yeah.
what about the cafeteria, common area?
I don't think we did that, because I think we've got enough ceiling, with the
Yeah,
acoustic
acoustical ceiling,
ceiling
Okay.
tile.
But what you find with a gym, in an elementary school, if you design it to be a gym, you want it to be loud and active and vibrant, but they really use it more as a classroom than just using it as a gym. And so what you find is that you'll hear the first week of school, you hear from the PE teacher or health teacher saying, I have a headache, it's loud. The reverberation gets to be too much because the echo. But it does help in that regard, make it more classroom function.
And one thing to keep in mind about this gymnasium that is somewhat unique to any of ours is that it is basically a concrete bunker above ground. It is tilt-up concrete, and because it is the storm shelter, and with that will come a lot of loud movement of noise. And I mean, it's going to be really hot in there with that on the side.
I will say, just as an aside, we did get approval from the state fire marshal's office. The permit has been approved, so that's good. So let me go as soon as the award and get the contractor his contract.
I have a question. Is Jennifer, I mean, she was so instrumental in helping us on this. I'm just concerned if she had any questions.
No, she and I talked.
She's okay?
Yes.
Okay, because
I talked with her at the same time I talked to the rest
Okay.
of the organization.
she didn't have any extra concerns, because that's,
Yeah.
okay. That's my
And
concern.
I'll mention that, I've done some of this before, and Jennifer has too, and we've worked she and I and Sean have worked pretty heavily on this to try and make sure that this came in on budget. And it is, I've got, using the budget figures from our architect for all of the items that we need to add to open this building that are in the budget but not in this contract, taking the dollar figure of adding alternates 1, 3, and 4 for a total of $9,284. $9 million.
9 million.
I'm
Okay.
trying to get a little lower.
Yeah.
Too many colors.
$9,284,500. If you add the other budget figures in, that comes in at just a little over $10.5 million, and our budget and including the architectural fees, and our budget was 11.4. So we are within budget.
You said 10,591, 898?
Yes.
Right around, well,
Yes,
10.6.
I said just a little over 10.5 million. And
10,
so
closer to 10.6, but
Yeah.
still, we're there.
we're there.
We're there, yeah.
And so that's, with that, my recommendation to the board is to accept W.L. McNatt's base bid and alternates 1, 3, and 4.
I make a motion that we approve to award the contract of construction for Charter Oak Elementary to W.L. McNatt.
And state the alternates too.
Oh, and alternates 1, 2, and 4.
No, 1, 3.
Oh, 1, 3, and 4, excuse me.
Second.
We have a motion. Is there any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Salee,
Yes.
Pearson,
Abstain.
Pennington,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Watts,
Yes?
Smedley.
Yes.
5 ayes and 1 abstention. Motion passes.
Agenda item 7, proposed executive session for the purpose of discussion of possible employment of a chief financial officer for 2017-2018 and director of special services for 2017-2018, disclosure of which information would violate the confidentiality requirements of state and/or federal law, all pursuant to 25 Oklahoma statute, section 307B, 1 and 7. Do we have a motion?
I move we go into executive session.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Salee,
Yes.
Pearson,
Yes.
Pennington,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Watts,
Yes?
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Okay, we're going to acknowledge return to open session. Only agenda items 7 were discussed in the executive session and no votes were taken. This shall constitute the executive session minutes. Agenda item 8, Recommendation, consideration, and possible action upon employment of Chief Financial Officer for 2017-2018.
To the board, I'd like to recommend Michelle Chappell to be to take the position of Chief Financial Officer for the district, and for her start date to be April 17th of 2017.
Vice President, I make a motion that CFO recommendation that the superintendent made be filled for 2017 and 18.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Celine.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Pennington.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes?
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 9, recommendation, consideration, and possible action upon employment of Director of Special Services for 2017 and 2018.
Mr. Vice President, I recommend that we appoint Angie Smedley to be the Director of Special Services for 2017-2018 school year.
I make a motion, we approve the employment of Angie Smedley for Director of Special Services for 2017-2018.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Celine.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Pennington.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes?
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
We have a motion to
Mr.
adjourn.
Vice President, I make a motion that we adjourn.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Celine.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Pennington.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Watts.
Yes?
Smedley.
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.